The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Zuckett. Welcome to the program for this 20th day of February 2025. And we do our last live stream of the week with what is going to be an ongoing series of battles over the course of this replay between the top three teams in the National League. Today it is in Cincinnati. It will be the Milwaukee Braves and the Cincinnati Reds. A Saturday afternoon, in Crosley Field. Remember, these three teams, the Dodgers, the Braves, and the Reds, or Red Legs, play each other a total of 44 times, and because we are kind of projecting that when all is said and done, there really shouldn't be more than a 2 or 3 game spread. They all mean a lot. And so, for the first time in this replay today, we have the Braves with Hank Aaron and the Red Legs, and it is the Red Legs in 56, with Frank Robinson and Ted Kluszewski in the starting lineup. So everybody's big bats are there. So Aaron and Matthews for the Braves, along with, Wally Post and Ted Kluszewski and Frank Robinson for Cincinnati. Because of heavy rains earlier in the season, the Braves only played 11 games. And I think for Cincinnati, this is almost like game 21 or 22. So the Braves have a lot of games in hand. In fact, they start the day with the highest winning percentage in the National League, but really trail the Dodgers by a game and a half. You gotta love April baseball. So if you're quite ready, let's do this. The Braves and the Red Legs next, as Retro Sports Network presents. We still live? Hold on. No. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1956. Today, from Cincinnati's Crosley Field, it is the Cincinnati Red Legs and the Milwaukee Braves. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. See how much the lag is now. Oh, YouTube, never change. All right, let me try this again. So it'll be Brooks Lawrence on the hill for Cincinnati. Brooks 3-0 on the season in 4 starts. He's gone the route twice. And I had to refresh on my end here with YouTube. Hold on. Because we got Lag City here. Lawrence is 31 years old, 84-mile-an-hour fastball, and is a standard pitcher. Doesn't favor the ground ball, or is this live or is it Memorex? YouTube is telling me both, so let's see. Lawrence, a 19-game winner, and started 30 games in real life, but he really was a Swiss Army pitcher, it appears, for Cincinnati, being able to both start and relieve. He last started against the Phillies on May 6th, so a full 6 days rest, 7 innings, 131 pitches, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5 to get the win. 32 and a third, yeoman's work for Bull Lawrence. 27 hits allowed, 10 runs. How you doing, Big Dave? All earned. 3 homers. He's walked 5 and struck out 15. 3-0 on the replay with a 2.78 ERA. How you doing, Bobby? If you are a member over at Delphi, and go to the Apple boards. I highly recommend his 1963 replay. I've been reading that. That's been fun. Here is Milwaukee's lineup on this clear and sunny day here in Cincinnati. Danny O'Connell leads off at second. Johnny Logan at short will bat second. Eddie Matthews will go third at third. Andy Pafko, oh, there's no Aaron today, is in right field. He'll clean up, so no Hank Aaron. We've still yet to get all the Hall of Famers on the same game, haven't we? Bobby Thompson in left will bat fifth. Joe Adcock at first going sixth. Billy Bruton in center will bat seventh. Del Crandall behind the plate batting eighth. And Bob Buell on the mound for Milwaukee. Lawrence can go 135 pitches. Defensively for Cincinnati, Frank Robinson in 9 and a 5 and left. Gus Bell, who's had a lot of success on this channel so far early in the season. This is game 22 for Cincinnati and game 13 for Milwaukee. Bell is a 6 and a 6 in center. Wally Post is a 5 and a 7 in right. The infield for the Redlegs, Jablonski is a 5 at third. I was thinking to myself that the first and third baseman should have double play ratings too. They can turn them. Roy McMillan is a 10 and a 10, speaking of double play ratings, at short. Johnny Temple an 8 and a 9 at second. Kluszewski is a 7 at first. Smokey Burgess, your catcher, he's a 5 and a 4. How you doing, Mike in the truck? You guys are going to get some snow, right? And Lawrence, as we said, 135 pitches. He is an 8 on the mound and a very good fielder at 971. So again, game 13 for the Braves, game 22 for Cincinnati. O'Connell steps in at 294, 2 home runs and 8 RBI. Lawrence on this warm day in the left center. Back goes Bell, and wow, that was a looping drive out there to the scoreboard. But Bell will corral it 1 out. For Johnny Logan, hitting .302, 2 homers and 9 RBI, and is sitting on a 10-game hitting streak. Lawrence steals, popped up. McMillan, rainmaker play on this sunny day, 2 out. For Eddie Matthews, Eddie at .346, 5 home runs and 14 RBI. Mike says it's done. Not so much here, but in the South, it's panic time. I bet. And my condolences to the loss of Mike Lang. Scratched my back with a hacksaw. I didn't realize he was sick. Doing okay and play another game in the football replay. Bobby says Vikings-Lions in Week 7. And I am doing well. Hopefully you are too. We give you Eddie's numbers, 346, 5 homers, and 14 RBI. Lawrence, deep breath. That's into right center. Bell, a long run, and that's gone. That hit to the right of that light standard, and that is a home run. And the Braves go up 1-0 on Eddie's 6th of the year. That'll make somebody happy. Hung that one over the plate. Off-speed pitch, and Matthews just smashed it to put Milwaukee on top 1-0. You know, for a few times, and though I pay for ESPN Plus, I haven't seen it in a while, was the hockey package. And if there was a game that had, Elvis has left the building, Lang was a watch. If the Pens were on, Lang was a watch. There's two that I always made an effort to try to watch if I flip past. Rick Jeanneret in Buffalo and Mike Lang in Pittsburgh. They just bled their respective teams and just had that right voice. Hockey kind of needs that harsh voice. Andy Pafko, by the way, 1 for 4, a double and an RBI. Gardner does such a good job with it, too. But again, Vin Scully would not have done well doing hockey. How you doing, Dave Railfan? Pitch from Pafko to Pafko is a base hit left center. Robinson throws it back in, and Andy's got a single. Bobby Thompson hitting .176 with an RBI. 1-0 Milwaukee here in the first. The only one I ever saw that could do, he certainly didn't do a Scully, but able to work in stories along with the rat-a-tat-tat action that hockey demands is Doc Emmerich. Yeah, the Four Nations should be fun, shouldn't it? Someone may have put $5 on the U.S. Pitch to Thompson. That's in the right center. Back goes post. Wally's there and makes the catch to retire the side. However, the solo homer from Eddie Matthews puts Milwaukee up. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Braves 1, Redlegs not coming up. Dan Burke, how are you? Bob Buell, 28 years old. Almost got the Wally Moon unibrow going, making his 4th start of the year. 1-1 on the replay. An 18-game winner in real life. He is a fastball pitcher at 85 and a ground ball plus pitcher. His ERA of 4.39, 19th in the National League. Hasn't pitched, 5 days. He pitched against the Dodgers. Got beat by him 6-2. 8 innings, 112 pitches. 6 runs, all earned, 6 hits, 2 home runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3. He walked 12. Sure he did, Ron. 26 2/3 for Bob. 23 hits, 13 runs, all earned, 2 home runs. Those both came against the Dodgers. He has walked 9. How you doing, John? And struck out 7. 1-1. With a 4.39 ERA. Here's how the Redlegs will line up for you. Johnny Temple at second will lead off. Frank Robinson in left will bat second. Why? 38 home runs. I wonder if he gets moved down to a cleanup spot at some point. Gus Bell, who's hit 11 home runs in 21 games, including 3, I think, on this channel, is in center, will bat third. Ray Jablonski cleans up at third. Big clue, Ted Kluszewski at first, batting 5th. Wally Post in right will go 6th. So the Redlegs have 3 30 home run hitters, and Bell, who hit 29. Smokey Burgess behind the plate will bat 7th. McMillan at short goes 8th, and Lawrence will bat 9th on the hill. Buell can go 135 pitches on his dance card. Defensively for Milwaukee, Bobby Thompson a 6 and a 3 in left. Billy Bruton a 7 and a 6 in center. Andy Pafko, the wily old veteran, is a 4 and a 7 in right. Eddie Matthews a perfect 10 at third. Kind of gives you a Chipper Jones type vibe from that picture, doesn't it? Johnny Logan a 7 and a 7 at short. Danny O'Connell a 7 and a 6 at second. And Joe Adcock is a 6 at first. Del Crandall a 10 and an 8 behind the plate. And Buell is a 7 on the mound with a .982 fielding percentage. Temple at 326, a home run and 4 RBI. Buell deals right back up the box. He'll throw to first. Adcock has it, 1 out. People ask about the pictures. This is the default one that comes with the game for Crosley Field. Frank Robinson is hitting .310 in his rookie year. Already has 8 home runs and has driven in 21. The Redlegs can go boom, boom, boom. The question is, can they pitch? That is past Logan into left field. Thompson tosses it back in, and Robbie has himself a single. Here's Gus Bell hitting .366, 11 home runs, and 35 RBI. Buell's pitch, that is to third. Matthews gobbles it up. O'Connell for 1. Bell will reach as the throw to first is late. So 2 out for Ray Jablonski, hitting .221, 4 homers, and 16 RBI. I can't imagine, talking about the Four Nations, that there'll be 3 fights in 9 seconds tonight. But they averaged 4.4 million viewers on Saturday night for the Canada-US game. And to put that in perspective, that was the largest non-Stanley Cup final audience in the United States in 6 years. I'd say there's some interest. Jablonski, Ground ball to first. Adcock waits, takes it to the bag, and that will do. No runs, a hit, no errors. We've played 1 here in Cincinnati. Milwaukee 1, Redlegs nothing. So Adcock, Bruton, and Crandall to face Lawrence here in the second. Joe at 298. No home runs yet. He'll hit 38, or he did in real life, and has driven in 8. So a lot of power between these top 3 teams in the National League. The Redlegs, the Braves, and the Dodgers. Pitch to Adcock, and he draws the walk. Lawrence kicks the mound a bit. Off-speed pitch missed inside, I believe. Outside. One or the other. Here's Bruton. Bill is hitting .412 with 4 home runs and 13 RBI. Adcock has good speed on first. Let's see what the computer does. And he foul-tipped it. Burgess couldn't hang on, but it was just an 0-1 count, so it's 0-2. So Lawrence looks Adcock back to first and deals. There's a ground ball over Klazuski into right field. Wally Post will track it down, but Bruton around first, and Billy has himself a double. So second and third, Milwaukee putting the pedal to the metal here early. So Adcock on third, Bruton on second for Del Crandall, hitting .356, 5 home runs, and 11 RBI. So Lawrence already feeling the fire right now. Struck him out. Crandall chased a 1-2 curve. So 1 out for Buell. Bob kind of making the case for a DH here. 0 for 6 on the season. 96 in real life with 3 RBI. So Adcock on third, Bruton on second, 1 out. Got him! So Lawrence dug deep and got him to chase a 2-2 fastball. So 2 out for Lawrence, 34 pitches, an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, the home run to Matthews, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. O'Connell 0 for 1, that's into left, back goes Robinson, but Frank will track that one down, and a whole lot of noise from Milwaukee, but that's about it. No runs, a hit, they've left on 2, and after an inning and a half, Milwaukee 1, Cincinnati nothing. Klazuski, Post, and Burgess here to face Buell in the second. 10 at 254, 5 home runs, and 10 RBI. I wonder if him and Robinson had the same deal as Ted Williams. You put the team on to show off the player, and the player is off. So it's the first time, this is I think the 3rd time we've done Cincinnati, and the first time that they've been in the lineup together. Right back up the box, Buell throws to first for the out. 1 away. For Wally Post, Wally hitting .226, 3 homers, and 5 RBI. Beautiful day here in Cincinnati, 77 degrees. That gentle wind blowing in from left field at 2. Left field, Thompson waits, makes the catch. 2 out for Smokey Burgess, Smokey at .286, and 3 solo home runs. How do I know that? He's driven in 3. Has walked 4 times and scored 5. RJL. Yep, the Bob Murphy of hockey, Mike Lang. Hope you're doing well. Pitch to Burgess, and Smokey draws the walk. So here's McMillan. Roy at 178 and 4 RBI. You guys seem to favor Cincinnati today. McMillan might be 2. Logan has to wait for it, though. Oh, no, throw to first. McMillan running, and Roy beat it out. That was just too slow of a ground ball, and Logan had to wait for that extra hop. He was thinking 2 when it came off the bat, but the ball did not cooperate. So it was 2 out anyway, so it wasn't going to get 2. So he was hoping to get 1 and couldn't do it. Brooks Lawrence is a good hitter. He's hitting .308, 4 for 13. He has scored 3 times and struck out 6. So Buell, a deep breath on this warm May day. Deals. Struck him out, and that'll do. No runs, a hit. The Redlegs have left on 3. After 2, Milwaukee 1, Cincinnati nothing. So Logan, Matthews, and Pafko to face Lawrence. Johnny, a 10-game hitting streak, 0 for 1. Popped up McMillan, running over by the foul line, 1 out. Eddie Matthews homered past that light stanchion in right center field his first time up. One of the quirks of the park is that if it clears that little short wall, it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but if you see that light stanchion in right center, look a little bit to the left, and there is a white line. To the left, if it hits the wall, that ball is in play. But if it hits to the right, it's a home run. Pitch to Matthews. Going that way again. Back goes Bell. But Gus will track it down. 2 out. Andrew, how are you? I hope you have thawed from yesterday. Andy Pafko singled his first time up. Lawrence steals. And Andy draws the walk. Imagine that. You just got here and you drew the walk. Bobby Thompson is 0 for 1. 1-0 Milwaukee. 2 out, top the third. Runner goes, and that isn't... No, did Bell? Bell will dive. Let's see if it gave it away with Pafko running back to first. Bell will dive, makes the catch. That's a tell, and retires the side. Pafko went right back, if you're watching this, before I can make a decision, and that looks like that was a tell that was going to be an out. So Gus Bell does his job, and Milwaukee is done. After 2.5, they still lead Cincinnati 1-0. So top of the lineup for Cincinnati, Temple, Robinson, and Bell to face Bob Buell. 38 pitches, 2 innings, 9 batters, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Temple, who's sitting on a 10-game hitting streak, is 0 for 1. That now will be 11 as that ground ball scoots past Johnny Logan at short. And for Cincinnati, that is their 3rd hit. Frank Robinson has one of the others. He singled his first time up. Much better today temperature-wise. I think my computer is saying 17. I think my computer now has switched from being and thinking it's in Oregon back to Vermont. Let's see. Yep, Burlington, 17 degrees. So Robinson singled his first time up. Struck him out. Buell got him on an 0-2. So 1 away for Gus Bell. Gus is 0 for 1. And just made that great catch out there in right center. That is to Logan. Should be 2. O'Connell for 1. Bell can run, and there is no throw. So they get the fielder's choice, but Logan robbed him of a hit. 2 out for Ray Jablonski, who was 0 for 1. Bell on first, 2 out. Bomb the third. Saturday afternoon in Cincinnati, 1-0 Milwaukee. Into left field, back goes Thompson, who will make the catch by the scoreboard, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the 4th here in Cincinnati. Milwaukee 1, Cincinnati nothing. So Adcock, Bruton, and Crandall to face Lawrence here in the 4th. And that is lined foul. No, it's a fair ball. Down the line, Jablonski should have had it, and Adcock's in the second standing. I was watching Robinson, and Frank was just kind of lollygagging over until Jablonski couldn't get there, and that's a leadoff double. 4th hit for Milwaukee. Here's Bruton. Billy doubled, 1-for-1. He'll drop that one down. Jablonski barehands it, but that's an infield hit. So Bruton, a good drag bunt, but Adcock doesn't move. Jablonski running in all the way. Bruton, a good bunter. So they didn't get it out, but they didn't move anybody either. Here's Crandall, who struck out his first time up. Adcock just kind of shaking his head there at second. And that will get away from Burgess, and that's a pass ball. Smokey couldn't find a handle on it on a 2-0 curve, and now everybody moves up 90, and the Braves have 2 in scoring position for Crandall. So Adcock on third, Bruton on second. Nobody out, top the fourth. Milwaukee already up 1-0. Pitch to Crandall, and he walked. So Crandall gets the FBO walk, first base open. Third walk for Brooks. Here's Buell. Bob struck out his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Adcock on third. Bruton on second. Crandall on first. Milwaukee trying to build on a 1-0 lead. Pitch to Bob. Struck him out. Lawrence, a full count fastball, and Buell had to check his swing, and they said he went around. So 2 out for Danny O'Connell. Lawrence, 3 1/3, 69 pitches, 5 hits. The home run allowed to Eddie Matthews. He has walked 3 and struck out 3. O'Connell is 0-for-2. That is a base hit in the left. Adcock will score. Bruton around third. Robinson will throw to the plate. The slide, they don't get him. The run scores. Crandall moves to third. O'Connell's on first, and the Braves are up 3-0. That's a big play. Here's Johnny Logan. Logan still has that 10-game hitting streak. He's 0-for-2. Crandall on third, O'Connell on first. That is a ground ball past Jablonski and fair. Robinson again has to get it. Jablonski bumbled that one. Crandall will score. O'Connell is into third standing. Logan now has an 11-game hitting streak, hits his third double of the year, and the Braves are up 4-0. For Eddie Matthews, who is 1-for-2, he homered in the first. Lawrence steals. That's into center. Back goes Bell. Gus will track it down. O'Connell back to tag. Bell uncorks one of the plate, and they got him! What a play by Gus Bell. O'Connell lowered the shoulder, but Smokey held onto the ball, and that will do. However, the Braves get 3, and after 3.5 here in Cincinnati, Milwaukee 4, the Redlegs nothing. So here are the standings. And as we said, Milwaukee technically has the best winning percentage, but they aren't in first place. That's Brooklyn, a game and a half. Then it's St. Louis and Cincinnati. And Milwaukee is playing like a first-place team today, aren't they? The Giants, the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Phillies all bringing up the rear. In the American League, the Red Sox, who lost in a walk-off to Washington yesterday, are a half game up on Cleveland, somehow a game and a half up on Washington, then Kansas City. The American League is kind of like yogurt you got to stir. The fruit right now, the Yankees, anyway, are almost at the bottom, and we don't talk about Chicago or Baltimore. So Milwaukee is a team hitting 308, and Cincinnati is a team fielding at 982. So here's Klazuski, 0-for-1. How you doing, Sean? Got to keep piling on versus the Reds. Oh, they are. They really are a juggernaut. The question is, how is their pitching going to be? Pitch to Big Clue. There's a ground ball to Logan. Johnny throws to first, and Klazuski is retired. 1 out. This is the second time in 22 of 22 meetings, and it was not a pitcher's duel when they met last night. The Reds outlasting Milwaukee 12-11. And when you throw the Dodgers in, the Dodgers have played one against Milwaukee and two against Cincinnati. So that's the pennant right there. Whoever gets the best of those 44 games is going to be your National League champion. And so Brooklyn is 3-0 against those teams, and Cincinnati is 1-2. Milwaukee hasn't beat anybody yet. Wally Post is 0 for 1. Struck him out. A 1-2 fastball, and Buell got him at the belt. So 2 out for Smokey Burgess. Smokey walked his first time up. That's a base hit opposite way past Logan. Thompson will throw it in, and Smokey's got himself a single, 2 out. For McMillan, who singled his first time up. 4th hit for the Redlegs. 7 for Milwaukee. And that will get away from Crandall. But Burgess doesn't move, so it's just a ball to go to 2-0. Runner goes, ground ball base hit, left side. Burgess goes to third. McMillan holding on first and third. And Sean called it. Yep, the Reds can hit. Here's Brooks Lawrence. Brooks struck out his first time up. Lawrence not pitching all that well, but you need to go as long as you can. Ground ball to third. Matthews to O'Connell, and that will take care of the Reds. They threaten. They leave on 2 hits, and after 4, it's Milwaukee 4, Cincinnati nothing. So Pafko, Thompson, and Adcock to face Lawrence here in the 5th. Andy has singled and walked and draws another walk. Lawrence, I won't say kindergarten sharp, scissors sharp, but this hasn't been his afternoon. Thompson 0 for 2. Lawrence steals. There is a base hit to right field. That'll drop in front of Wally Post. And it's first and second down. Nobody out for Adcock, who is just chomping at the bit to crush one. He doubled and walked in this one so far. Into right center. Bell has it for the out. So everybody stays put. Pafko on second. Thompson on first. 1 out for Bruton. Bill, infield single on a bunt and a double. Not necessarily in that order. And scored a run. Lawrence, sweating bullets on this 79-degree afternoon, deals. That is ripped into right center for a base hit. Pafko, however, isn't all that fast, and he will hold. So that'll bring up Crandall. Dell has walked, struck out, and scored. In a typical fashion, when your pitcher isn't pitching all that well, he got the last out of the last inning. Lawrence in the left field goes Crandall. Robinson will make the catch. Pafko is iffy out there. Robinson has an average arm, but the throw gets cut off by McMillan, and it's 5-0 Milwaukee. The green scissors. Yep, for the lefties. That's right, I'd forgotten about that. Yep, the gameplay and the ball movement is much improved. How you doing, DRP S44? Chalkboard is in tip-top shape. Buell has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. That's up the middle. McMillan to Temple, and that will do. Halfway through it. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. It's only 20 degrees today, and that's warm here in town. Milwaukee 5, Cincinnati nothing. I forgot when I put the ad in, so we'll just go ahead. If you joined us late, here's how we got here. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Braves. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Redlegs. We started in the first. Eddie Matthews hit one to the right of the light stanchion in right center for his 6th of the year to make it 1-0. Johnny Temple for the Reds has an 11-game hitting streak now, and then the Braves put 3 on in the 4th. 3 in the 4th. Danny O'Connell, a 2-run single to make it 3-0. And then Johnny Logan now has an 11-game hitting streak. He doubled home Del Crandall to make it 4-0. A moment ago, Del Crandall hit a sac fly to make it 5-0. And Billy Bruton, 3 for 3 with a double. Bob Ewell, 4 innings, 5 hits, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Lawrence pretty much at the end of his day, 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. A home run allowed, that was to Matthews. 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Johnny Temple is 1 for 2. Buell, 74 pitches to get through those 4. And no runs. Do I have a take on the Rafi Devers situation? Isn't his arm kind of sore right now anyway? Did I read that right? Temple 1 for 2 with a single. That is a ground ball to Buell. First base side of the rubber, throws to Adcock for the out. Here's Frank Robinson. Frank 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Devers is their best homegrown talent. I think the Red Sox historically over the years, and we're talking about in the John Henry administration, although you go back to the Yankees and do not necessarily treat their homegrown talent the best. Although, if Devers kind of gets in that DH situation and does well, and they can get in a position where they can make a playoff run, grumbling kind of gets put aside. I saw this morning that they are at plus 475 to win the division, which means $1 for every dollar you bet if they win the American League East would net you 475. I still think that the Yankees are the team to beat in that division. You got Vlad Guerrero Jr. and the Blue Jays pretty much at an impasse or a contract extension, and we'll see what Baltimore can do. Winning fixes papers over a lot of cracks. Robinson is singled and struck out. Here's the pitch. There is a ground ball to third. Matthews, short-handed, has it, throws to first, and Frank will reach on an error. How about that? So Eddie makes his 3rd error of the year, and as Robinson goes into second, as it hits Keith Olbermann's mom, who is our official groupie, by the way, here on the channel. So the Redlegs aren't have a runner in scoring position for Gus Bell, who is 0 for 2. What's your take on that, DRP? Buell shaking his head. The normally steady Eddie Matthews making the error. Pitch to Gus. That's in the left. Goes the opposite way. Thompson has to backtrack. Will make the catch for the out. Robinson will not go. Not with 2 out. For Jablonski, who is 0 for 2. Confused me there with a runner on first. Pitch to Jablonski. Runner goes. Ground ball to second. O'Connell over to Adcock, and that will retire the side. We've played 5. No runs, no hits in the air. Does not hurt. After 5, Milwaukee 5, Cincinnati nothing. So Lawrence now probably looking at his last full inning. He would bat 5th in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be O'Connell, Logan, and Matthews to face Brooks. 27 batters, 99 pitches, 5 innings, 9 hits. All the runs are earned? No, there's an unearned run there because the ERA would be 9. So 4 of the 5 runs are earned. He has walked 4 and struck out 3. O'Connell Had that big 2-run single in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. That is a line drive to Temple, 1 out. So a blooper. Spring training games actually start today. Johnny Logan, 1 for 3. A double and an RBI. Right back to Lawrence, throws to Klazuski, and Johnny is retired. So 2 out for Matthews. Eddie, 1 for 3. That solo homer in the 1st. Now has 6 on the year and driven in 15. Into right center, back goes Post. Wally will make the grab, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 6th there, Crosley, Milwaukee 5, Cincinnati nothing. So big clue, Wally Post and Smokey Burgess to face Buell here in the 6th. Ted is 0 for 2. Sleeves are gone. And on this 79-degree day in Cincinnati, wind blowing in from the scoreboard at 2. You don't need him. Into right, Pafko, 1 out. Wally Post is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That is a ground ball to Logan in short. Johnny deep in the hole, throws to first for the out. So the Braves look pretty strong here. 2 out here in the 6th for Smokey Burgess, who has singled and walked. Ground ball to third. Matthews makes up for the error in the last inning. A fantastic throw to first, and Smokey will be singing all the way back to the dugout. So Matthews still shaking his head. We've played 6. Reds go in order. It is Milwaukee 5, Cincinnati nothing. So Pafko, Thompson, and Adcock. Lawrence last inning. A clean 6. So what is this? In a battle of the breweries, it would be what? Miller versus Huddlepool? Someone will tell me. Pafko has walked twice and singled and scored a run. And he's going to single again at least as that bounces to Post. That will hit the wall. Andy digging for 2. And he's got his 2nd double of the year. So the Braves now have 10 hits. Here's Thompson. Bobby 1 for 3 with a single. Kind of leery about pinch hitting here. I don't think there's anyone defensively I need to get rid of. So there would be no reason to double switch. Pitch to Thompson. That's well hit in the left field. Back goes Robinson, and Frank will make the catch. Pafko goes back to second. 1 out for Adcock. Adcock hit his 3rd double. 1 for 2. Walked and scored. In the left center and well hit. Robinson will turn and watch it go. It is 7-0 Milwaukee. On a 2-run homer, his first of the year, he could hit 38 for Joe Adcock. Statement made by the Braves. Here it is again. Adcock just ripped it. 81 degrees now, so the ball is starting to carry. Now I got to bring in a pitcher. So Milwaukee, it's interesting. Of course, now season start in March, but this being the 12th of May, in only the 13th game Milwaukee's played. Billy Bruton is 3 for 3. He has a bunt hit, another single, and a double. Lawrence goes, and that is ripped into center, and that's it. So Bruton got to be thinking he's swinging at watermelon right now, or grapefruit. And so for the Reds, we go with Nuxie. Don't want to go with Freeman. Joe Blackett, much better. Paul LaPalme pitched yesterday. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the lefty. LaPalme only in to finish the inning. Lefty is 33, making his 3rd appearance. Fastball pitcher at 83 and the fly ball plus pitcher. Faced these Braves in that 12-11 slugfest last night. 1 inning, 17 pitches, and a hit. So La Palme, it's easy. 2 innings and a hit. Whoa, how you doing, Jeremiah? The wine today, Jeremiah, tastes an awful lot like a toasted almond hot coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. So Crandall's up. Dell 0 for 1. He has walked, struck out, driven in a run, and scored. Bruton on first, 7-0 Milwaukee. This might be 2. McMillan has it. Temple for 1. But Crandall's going to reach on the fielder's choice as the throw to first is late. So 2 out. Paul going to get his money's worth here. Here's Bob Buell, 0 for 3, with 2 strikeouts. Here's a ground ball to Big Clue. Stretch time, 7-0 Milwaukee. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Braves in the top of the 7th. And they have a touchdown lead to the Packers over the Bengals. 7-12-1 for Milwaukee. They've left on 8. Cincinnati, no runs, 5 hits, no errors, and they have left on 7. McMillan, pinch hitter, and Temple to face Buell here in the 7th. Roy has singled twice. Ground ball to Logan. Johnny has it over to first for the out. So now they'll go with Nuxall to finish it off. Who can hit a righty? And apparently the answer is Ed Bailey. So I think we're going to have a double switch here. Won't you come home, Ed Bailey? Won't you come home? As a pinch hitter. He hasn't had a pinch hit appearance yet. Overall, 426, 5 homers, and 11 RBI. And we'll see. Depends on how far we get. Although if I do bring in Nuxall, he can hit. Buell's pitch to Bailey, walked him. So with 8 outs, 7 runs is a tall order. Here's Johnny Temple. Johnny 1 for 3. Buell 27 batters, 106 pitches, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Temple draws the walk. Buell just kind of shakes his head there. 3rd walk for Bob. He will walk more than he will strike out, and that 3-0 fastball just missed. So 2 on, 1 out for Frank Robinson. Robinson 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. That's a high ground ball to Logan. Johnny goes to 3rd to get Bailey. 2 out. Heads up play to get the lead runner. Although you got speed with Temple and Robinson on, and the very tough Gus Bell, Logan goes to Matthews for the 6-5. So 2 out. Bell 0 for 3 today. His 11 home runs leads the National League. And 35 RBI, pretty good too. You guys, by a slim margin, think the Braves are going to win. Pitch to Bell is into right. Pafko waits and makes the catch, and the shutout is preserved. After 7 innings, Milwaukee 7, Cincinnati nothing. So Burgess will stay in. It'll be Nuxall, and we'll take the chance that Smokey doesn't get hurt. Joe At one point, the youngest player in the history of Major League Baseball. I still think that's true, right? He pitched in 45 at 15 years old. This is his first relief appearance. He's made 6 starts. Nuxall, I thought he was a knuckleball pitcher. Fastball at 89 and a standard pitcher. 2-2 with a very upstate New York 5.18 ERA. He went 8 innings against the Giants 3 days ago. 126 pitches and an 8-4 win, 8 hits. All 4 runs are earned. He walked 4 and struck out 1. 40 innings, 46 hits, 24 runs, 23 earned, 6 home runs. He walked 19 and has struck out 21. So O'Connell, Logan, and Matthews to face Nuxie here in the 8th. This is Joe's game to finish, you would hope. 97th birthday today for Roy Face. Wow. How you doing, Tim? Hopefully it's warm where you are. Ground ball to short. McMillan has time to sign it. Throws to first. 1 out. Johnny Logan, 1 for 4. Has made some good plays at short. A double and an RBI. Second verse to McMillan is going to be the same as the first, although McMillan just made a very good play to get the second out. So Nuxie getting that ball to sink. 2 out for Eddie Matthews. Eddie homered in the first, and now he is 1 for 4. Into shallow right. Wally Post rides the swing and coming in, makes the catch, and that will do. So no runs. Could have pinched left, taken out Burgess. No runs, no hits, no errors. No, I don't know that yet. Never mind. After 7.5, Milwaukee 7, Cincinnati nothing. Jablonski, Klazuski, and Post to face Buell. Ray is 0 for 3. Not warm at all, clicking heels together and saying spring training games this weekend for the Guardians. We had 4 below this morning. That was without the wind chill. Pitch to Jablonski. Base hit left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Thompson plays it off an ad on the scoreboard. Jablonski into second standing. The throw goes into third. So Ray has his 3rd double. Klazuski coming up. Ted is 0 for 3. Into center field. Back goes Bruton. And Jablonski will not go. Here's Post. Wally 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ground ball over Matthews. Thompson coming in. No, won't get it. Jablonski will go to third. That was one of those. It wasn't a ground. It was a CNI single, kind of. Thompson did the smart thing and let it drop in front of him instead of trying to get it past him. So runners on the corners. 1 out for Burgess. Smokey 1 for 2. He is singled and walked. Crandall and Buell have a word. Popped up. Crandall to the screen. I think he's going to run out of Ohio. He is. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. That is in the right. Pafko makes. Does he get there? Jablonski will try and score. The throw goes to the plate, and Jablonski's out. Wally Post with an absolute dart to Crandall. There was a collision, and Crandall held the ball, and that was a 3rd out. So it's a double play, 9-2. And after 8, it's Milwaukee 7, Cincinnati nothing. So Pafko, who just made that great play out there, 2 for 2. So 9-2 on the double play. Pafko with the catch and Pafko with the assist. in for Hank Aaron, is singled and doubled, walked twice, and scored twice. Nuxie starts the ninth, fly ball to right, post, makes the catch. And he's hurt. He hit the wall full bore. He is wringing that shoulder. He turns away the trainer. He says he's okay, but he is wringing out that arm. Here's Thompson Bobby 1 for 4 with a single. Nuxall now taking his time around the mound as Wally tries to put his shoulder back in the socket. Pitch to Thompson, struck him out. And 0-2 fastball got him. 2 away for Adcock. Joe 2 for 3. He has doubled and hit his first home run of the year. Past the scoreboard and left center field his last time up. Got him. And that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors. Reds need 7 to tie and 8 to win. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Milwaukee 7, Redlegs nothing. So McMillan, a pinch hitter, and Temple to face Buell, looking for the complete game win and the shutout. Roy 2 for 3. He has singled twice. Rubbed a little dirt on it, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, between innings, has brought out a little bit of his hooch for Wally. Some Mad Dog 151, wasn't it? Pitch to McMillan. Struck him out. Buell has 4. A 1-2 off-speed pitch got him. So who can hit a Buell-y? It's going to be Bob Thurman. Thurman, as a pinch hitter, has 2 RBI and 250. Hitting 250 overall, 290, 2 homers, and 5 RBI. So 1 out, Buell looking to finish this one off. There's a ground ball to O'Connell over to Adcock, and last chance saloon now for the Reds is Johnny Temple. Johnny 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Buell at 137 pitches, on the verge of a shutout and a 10-3 record for Milwaukee. And we're being told it was for medicinal purposes only. Okay. You're getting pounded 7-0 on a hot day in Cincinnati. Yeah, medicinal purposes only. Pitch to Temple. There's a ground ball to Logan. Johnny again has to wait on that extra hop. Temple's running and beat it out. So the band plays on. 8th hit for the Redlegs. Here's Frank Robinson, who is 1 for 4 today. He has singled and struck out. Buell looking to go back and have some medicinal purposes only drinks too. Walked him. So Cincinnati trying to do its best version of Lazarus right here. And how about this? Noted Red Sox hater Ernie Johnson coming in to pitch. He pitched in real life in this game too. I looked it up. Ernie, future Atlanta Braves broadcaster, 32 years old, fastball at 84, flyball pitcher, born in Brattleboro, Vermont. Making his 3rd appearance, 1-0, and that came about a month ago against the Cubs, that win. He pitched yesterday in that 12-11 slugfest here at Crosley. He went 1 inning through 16 pitches, allowed a hit, and struck somebody out. So Ernie, 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, that whole run, and has struck out 3. So first and second, 2 out. Johnson trying to keep it a 7-0 lead. Gus Bell is 0 for 4. In the right field, Pafko will make the catch, and that is the ball game. So the Braves shut out the Reds 7-0. 2 hours In 47 fake minutes, the Braves go to 10-3, 7 runs, 12 hits an error, and they leave on 8. The Redlegs, no runs, 8 hits, 12 left on, and no errors. Computer gives it to Bob Ewell. I'm going to go with Andy Pafko, although Bill Bruton 4 for 4 with a double is pretty good too. Buell goes to 2-1, 8 2/3 of shutout ball, 8 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. For the Redlegs, Lawrence falls to 3-1, 6 1/3, 12 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, the 2 home runs, Adcock and Matthews. He walked 4 and struck out 3. LaPalme, 2/3 of an inning. And Nuxall, 2 innings and 2 strikeouts. That was a good game. The rest of this Saturday for you in baseball, before we tell you what we're doing next week. A big win for Milwaukee. So the rest of this Saturday in baseball, Philadelphia falls to the Pirates 4-1. Bob Friend 3-3. Robin Roberts 2-2. Bob Friend did not allow an earned run. He struck out 6. Clemente 2 for 3 with a triple. Giants go into Ebbets Field and beat the Dodgers 5-2. Cal Worthington sells a couple used cars and goes to 3-1. Carl Erskine 3-1 on the season. Sandy Amorose hits his second, goes 2 for 2 and drives in 2. Tigers beat the White Sox 7-4. Billy Heft 3-0. Donovan 1-1. Earl Torgerson 2 for 4 hits his fourth, drives in 3. The Orioles go into Yankee Stadium and beat New York 3-2. Ferrazzi goes to 2-0. Bob Turley falls to 2-2. Zuverink gets a second save. Cardinals at Wrigley beat the Cubs 5-4. Column 1-1. Lone falls to 1-3, and Ellis Kinder picks up the save. Cleveland beats Kansas City 5-1. Early win, 5-0 to start the year. Harridge 0-1. Vic Wertz hits his sixth, goes 2 for 3. Washington beats Boston again. Tex 4-3 this time. Tex Clevenger 1-0. The Nationals are 13-10. Tom Brewer falls to 3-1. Don Buden 2 for 4, hits his fourth, and drives in 2. When we're together again on Monday, we have St. Louis and Brooklyn penciled in. Let me make sure that that's the right call here. Yeah, we'll go with that. Roger Craig going for Brooklyn. St. Louis in not bad shape. Wednesday's offering, Washington and Cleveland. And 5-0 early win. So we'll keep that one on the schedule. And then last but not least next week, Cincinnati and Brooklyn with Don Newcomb. So 3 great games for you next week. We'll tell you to have yourself a wonderful weekend. You are late, Scotty. And the final score here from Crosley Field, it was all Milwaukee all the time on WTMJ. The Braves 7, the Redlegs nothing. We'll see you Monday from Ebbets Field for the Cardinals and the Dodgers. So long, everybody.